This is the first live session of the University of Nicosia's MOOC on NFTs and the Metaverse that is going to be jointly taught by Punk 6529 and me. This is George Giaglis, professor at the University of Nicosia. As you know, the course officially starts next week, October 3rd. So this is not part of the official course, but since we have a number of people that are newcomers to the world of blockchains, the Ethereum blockchain, NFTs, and the Metaverse, we thought it would be useful, if not necessary, for some of you to have some basic understanding on how Ethereum works, and how you would be able to mint the NFT that will become your access token to the main course. So this week is going to be dedicated to this, and we have none other than Punk 6529 to guide us through everything that we need to know so that we are all up to speed with the main course that's going to be starting in a week from now. So with that, I'd like to welcome 6529 to the course, to the University of Nicosia, and to this live session, and give the floor to him to talk us through the basics of Ethereum and how to make a wallet.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Great. George, could you take us to the next slide, please? First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for joining, and particularly thank this group for joining, because this is the group that is not yet active in NFTs and active in Ethereum. And so this is the group that I believe in a way is making the biggest leap in the whole course. And so I commend you, I appreciate you trying new things. And I think it's going to be very exciting and interesting for you. I want to be clear what we're going to do both today and in the pre-course, and that is not get into a lot of technical detail. The objective today is not to learn how Ethereum works. The objective today is not to learn how Ether works. It's not to learn how NFTs work. It's not to learn how fungible tokens work. And it's not even to learn in detail how to run a secure wallet. None of this is today's objectives or even this week's objectives. What we want to do with this week is help the folks who are not already experienced in using Ethereum, who are not already experienced in using a Web3 wallet, who are not already experienced in buying, minting, sharing an NFT, to do so they can join the course. So we're going to try and keep this week extremely focused. It's not really a formal teaching week. What it is some team-based assistance with the whole University of Nicosia team helping out to help you mint the NFT so you can get into the course. And before I go into that, I think it's important to understand what we're trying to do here, because there are three interesting aspects of the course. One part that I think is obviously interesting, we have an amazing set of people who have been kind enough to join. And so if we look at who will be participating as a guest lecturer, as a panelist, it's some of the greatest people in the NFT space. We have the University of Nicosia team who are very, very knowledgeable about cryptocurrency and crypto assets, and have been so for a long time, and have a detailed university level team there. But let's say that's the content. What's interesting is how we're going to teach the course. And one part is the fun part. We'll be teaching it in a 3D environment in the metaverse. And so there we're going to learn some things about how we teach in that environment, how people interact in for those who don't know, is an attempt that I have been working on with the partners at OnCyber to make a metaverse platform that is open, that is censorship resistant, that is not owned by one company. And later during the course of the semester, we'll talk about that in more detail. But the thing that is relevant for this discussion is that we've tried many things in and this is we 6529 and OnCyber and the 6529 team in the art space. So we've had art galleries, we've had NFT exhibitions, we've had NFT tours, we've had parties. We have not tried formal education, right? We have not tried actual teaching. And so this is interesting to me from my hat to see how people will interact in a metaverse type space in a teaching environment. And this is something that I believe the spirit of how we do this is that it's a grand experiment, right? Like there will be, my guess is week 1 is going to be very different than week 12. Because we will learn things along the way. And so we'll be building this along the way. So that's number 1. But the other thing, and the part that's relevant to today, is we're going to try and run the whole course on chain. And this I've never seen before. I've never seen anyone try to do this. I've never seen anyone trying to do this in Web3, and it's why we have to have the pre-course. And so what do we mean by on-chain? Those of you who follow me know that I think the world is divided into 2 types of technologies on how you can store data. For decades and decades and decades, the technology we all know and use is a database. And do I think databases are bad? No, I think databases are absolutely amazing. Databases are incredible. They're very, very useful. They are the basis of modern society. They are why we have a huge amount of economic development over the last few decades, that they enable digital businesses, digital organizations, digital governments to provide a much more efficient, useful experience in many, many fields than, before we had databases and you'd have things in files in your filing cabinet. So do I think databases will continue to be useful? Absolutely. Do I think for most usage cases you should use a database? Absolutely. Databases are an amazing and wonderful tool. But since 2009, we've also had another tool that will allow us to store information digitally, and that's a blockchain. And that started with Bitcoin. And what has been extremely interesting is thinking through where else could this apply? Where else could it be relevant to have a decentralized form of data storage, a decentralized form of consensus versus a centralized one? And I know this might sound, this is a little bit technical, right? It sounds quite technical what I'm saying. Basically, it comes down to this. If we said we're going to do the course and you sign up by filling out a form on a website, you would go in a database and someone would be in charge of the database, probably the University of Nicosia. Right? I'm sure they have many databases. George can confirm this, I think, or do many things. And whether you have access to the course will be determined by your status in that database. Someone can turn it on, someone can turn it off, someone can change it, and so on. we are trying to run the course, and I'm making the University of Nicosia's life a little bit more difficult in this regard, without doing that, without having a database you can sign up for, and by using a blockchain, and specifically the Ethereum blockchain, and specifically an NFT on the Ethereum blockchain. And so what we're going to try and do, and I believe this is going to be a big experiment. Certain things will go wrong in the beginning, and certain things will be interesting, and we'll adjust as we go along, is to say, we know you're taking the course because you have a specific NFT in your wallet. That's why we know you're taking the course. There's no other way we will know that you're taking the course. And given that, for those of you, and there's, I see about 448 in this session, and for those of you who have not done this before, that is the purpose of the pre-course. So the purpose of the pre-course is, by the end of the week, you can have an NFT in a wallet that is the course NFT. If you have that, then next week and the weeks after that, you'll be able to participate in the course. So it's a narrow objective for this week. It is going to be very interesting to me how this plays out, because over the course of my life, I've helped people set up Ethereum wallets, and I've done it in person, and in person it's manageable. I can do it. It'll be interesting to see how this is going to work with hundreds of people. And the approach that the team at the University of Nicosia proposed, which is what we're going to try, is they have made 5 videos. Those videos are going to be released now on a webpage that anyone can watch whatever they want. And then the team is going to be available in Discord to help people who have questions about how to do it. Now, we're possibly introducing a new concept to some of you of what is Discord. Discord is a messaging application that is commonly used in the cryptocurrency space, in the NFT space. And it's just a piece of software like WhatsApp or Telegram or Signal or Viber that you can install on your phone or your computer. And then you can join the chat for the University of Nicosia. On Discord, these are called servers, but really they're just chat platforms. The word server is a little bit confusing in this case. And so the team will be there to help, and they'll be there to help over the course of the week. And you have a full week to get set up so you can mint the NFT. And then if you get through that as well, the other thing that you can do to start preparing is spend some time on Cyber, which is where right now is hosted, either in the 6529 Museum District, which is at the link at the bottom of this slide, 6529 or on Cyber in general, where you can make an account with your NFT. Again, you're not making an account with a login, you're making an account with your NFT. And that way you can participate in any of these 3-dimensional spaces, which will include the course space, which will be released sometime next week, if I understand correctly. So this is the summary, and I think if we go to, it'd be probably good to go to the next slide here. So your bare minimum accomplishments from this week are these. you need to install MetaMask on your computer or phone. And the reason this slide says ideally on your computer is not because MetaMask necessarily works better on your computer, but these three-dimensional environments are, in some cases, graphically intensive. And so for some usage, some phones, some computers, for some of you, it will be easier to be in this environment on your laptop or your desktop than on your phone. It will just process faster, more quickly. I don't mean Ethereum here, I mean POM. You will need to find some Ether that will allow you to mint the NFT. And the NFT that allows you to enter the course is free. You're not going to be charged for the NFT, but to do any transaction on the Ethereum blockchain, you need Ether. And so I don't know if it's going to be $5 of Ether or 7 or 13, but you will need Ether to cover the transaction fees. And so some of you might already have Ether, and there you're going to send it from your wallet or your exchange to the new wallet you're making. Some of you might not have Ether, and this might be where you have to learn how to buy a little bit of Ether. And the course is free to attend at the end if you'd like a certificate. If you've completed the course and you've completed the examinations and then would like a certificate to memorialize this, which of course will also be an NFT, there's a charge of 0.25 Ether, but that's a decision you can make at the end of the course. It's free to participate in the course. And then optionally, a hardware wallet, such as a Trezor or a Ledger, that you're going to link to your MetaMask. Now, the safer thing to have over time is a hardware wallet. And once we get into the course itself, you will hear me repeating this over and over and over again. Because if you have valuable NFTs, you are going to need a hardware wallet to be safe. Having said that, this is not a requirement for this week. The course NFT has no economic value. You can absolutely mint it, store it, use it on a software wallet like MetaMask, because if tomorrow you lost it, it's okay, you can mint another one. It's not a big deal. So there's no real economic risk in having the course NFT in a software wallet, but the reality is, those of you who follow me will know this, I am going to be repeating myself over and over through the length of the course that if you're going to spend time in the Ethereum space, in the Web3 space, it is super important that you have a hardware wallet. And so you can order one, it can take a couple of weeks to come. If you don't have one this week, you should get one over the course of the semester. But you don't need it this week. So let me recap. What you need to accomplish by next Monday is to install MetaMask, optionally also a hardware wallet, and to get a little bit of ETH into that wallet. And there are videos that describe this, but also the team will be available in Discord to help you with this. Let me take a break there because I think I'm now going to hand it over to George to introduce the team in Discord, but this might be a good pause to see if there are any questions that we should answer here.
Okay, thank you very much. As you can see, those of you that are looking at the menu of Zoom, there are two buttons there. There's a chat button which you can use and people have used to introduce yourselves or make any generic comment about what we are discussing here. And there's also a Q&A button. And you can click there to ask questions. We have members of our team on the call, and 6529 and myself also are available to answer your questions. As 6529 just said, we're trying to break new ground here. This is, as far as we know, the world's first course that we aim to do 100% on-chain without touching upon any of the University of Nicosia's centralized computer systems. And we are also going to do it on the metaverse. And these are things that are new, not only for everyone in this call, but also for us. It's going to be a reciprocal learning experience. We're all going to learn from each other. And in order to accomplish this, it wouldn't be possible for just 6529 and myself to carry the load of this course. We have an amazing team. We are very lucky to have a great team of people that are going to be helping us. In this slide, you see some of these people. There are many others that are going to be working with us behind the scenes, both from the University of Nicosia, from 6529's team, and from On Cyber. But I would like to introduce you to some of the people that you're going to be coming across quite frequently, especially in OM, starting next week. So we have Klitos, my colleague Klitos Christodoulou, assistant professor at the University of Nicosia, who's going to be helping us with the technical aspects of this course and has been instrumental in helping us design, together with On Cyber, some of the aspects of the unique virtual campus that you will start seeing as of next week. Leonidas is a postdoctoral researcher at this course. We have no one 0x.
George, we just lost you for a second.
Not from Unique, but also just used Klitos, Leonidas, and no one 0x from 6529's team. Coming to the second row of the people that you see in this slide, we have Manos, a researcher at the University of Nicosia. He has helped a lot with setting up this pre-course that we're doing this week together with Klitos. Lambis, together with Leonidas, they are our main team working on the teaching material that you're going to be accessing from next week. We have Valentinos, who is the first level of support and organization of the whole initiative. Jacob, also helping with the academic side of things. Aliki, assisting Valentinos, and Katerina, who many of you have already met on Discord. And speaking about Discord, we know that many of you will have questions this week. As 6529 explained, there are a number of hurdles that you need to overcome to go through this course. Some of the people in this call already have experience with MetaMask. They've already transacted on the Ethereum blockchain. You have some Ether, so you've already covered all the background that you need to cover to be able to join us in OM next week. But for everyone else who needs some help with either setting up MetaMask on their computer or phone, or getting their first ETH, or minting their course access NFT, or connecting their hardware wallets to MetaMask, if you would like to do that, we are here this week. Members of our team are going to be in Discord to help you do so. So what I would like to invite everyone to do is, first of all, join our Discord server. If you go to discord.gg/joinunique, you will be able to join our Discord server. You will see a number of channels there. That's why I'm inviting everyone to join, because I think there's interesting things for everyone in our server. But for those of you that need help with any of the material that we're going to be covering in this pre-course week, there's a dedicated channel called NFT MOOC support, where you can go and post your questions. Our teaching assistants and our support team will be there all and helping people. If at some point some of you feel like you need or want to have some live voice interaction with our support team, there are 2 hours per day that you see in this slide, depending on your time zone. So from tomorrow to Friday, this channel supports also voice communication. So you should be able to call our support team and get help in anything related to MetaMask setup, Ethereum usage, or minting your course access NFTs. I know, and I've seen in the chat that some of you have questions related to how we're going to be accessing OM for the main course. I would like to ask everyone to be patient and bear with us. Over the coming few days, we're going to be giving detailed instructions on how the main course will run. But for the time, I would like to limit the discussions in Discord and our support in helping those of us that are not very familiar with NFTs and Ethereum get their first Ether, mint their course access NFT, and be able to join us in this fascinating journey that's going to start next Monday. If you need any more help, obviously, most of you know about our Twitter account by now. Please, if you don't do it already, please follow us. We're going to be posting regular updates about both the pre-course and the main course there. As I've said, Discord is going to be our main support channel for this week. Starting next week, we're going to continue using Discord, but we hope and aim to also be able to support people directly in the metaverse in OM in order to do that. If some of you has a problem accessing Discord, please email us at the address that you see at the bottom of this slide, discord.unic.ac.cy, so that we can help you with that as well. Okay, that's all from me in terms of the support that you need to know about. I'm going to be handing over back to 6529 for anything else that you might want to add at this stage. Thank you.
No, I don't have anything general to add at this stage. I was watching the questions come in. I think the most common questions were 2. Will the sessions be recorded? And George, my understanding is yes, they will be recorded and be available to people whenever they want, so they don't have to necessarily be at the session at that time. Is that correct?
Absolutely. This is correct, both for the main course. So everything that we're going to be doing live in the OM next week is going to be recorded and made available to people that cannot join us live. But also this Zoom session that we're doing now is going to also be uploaded on the pre-course site so that people can revisit it and check whatever they need, including how they're going to get, they can get help about the pre-course.
So that's good. The other question I see a lot, there are some people here who already have an existing Ethereum wallet, a different hardware wallet, an existing MetaMask wallet, a trust wallet. All of these are fine. You don't need to make a new one if you have one. This pre-course is for people who do not know how to set up an Ethereum wallet and need help setting up their first Ethereum wallet. If you've already done that, you can chill until next week when we start the actual course. So this is the week where we're going to focus on helping folks who have not done this before make their first Ethereum wallet. I would say the other question that came up quite a bit is, where are we going to find this? How this is all going to work? As George said, let us focus this week on the folks who are needing help with their Ethereum wallet. And watch, please, Discord, watch, please, the Unic Metaverse Twitter account. I'll retweet a few things, but I think the official source of truth for this course the next few weeks will be the Unic Metaverse account, Twitter account. And, it's very interesting because we say we're going to be decentralized, and then by being decentralized, it means we don't have people's email addresses. Otherwise, we'd email you the course details. But these are some of the challenges we will learn about and see how we can work through. So for right now, you need to watch the Unic Discord and you need to watch the Unic Metaverse Twitter account. I mean, you can follow my Twitter account, but my Twitter account tends to have a lot going on. 99% that's not going to be about this course. So you'll probably get more signal, less noise about the course from the Unic Metaverse account.
Okay, thank you very much. I think with this we conclude what we would like to discuss today. I would encourage everyone to visit. Let me just change the slide if I can. Yep. Visit this web page now. This is the Ethereum starter course website where we will be uploading shortly, if it hasn't been done already by our team, a number of videos that you can watch at your own time that explain how to do everything that 6529 just covered. Remember, if you need any help, we are there in Discord to assist you, and hopefully everyone will be on board by next Monday, where we're gonna start doing the really fascinating stuff in the open metaverse. So with that, thank you 6529, thank you team, and thank you everyone who attended this session, and looking forward to meeting each other in the metaverse next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.